Jason Eichenholz is a serial entrepreneur, executive, and recognized pioneer in laser and optics-enabled innovation, product development, and commercialization. Over the past 2 decades, he has started several companies and has led the development of hundreds of millions of dollars in revolutionary products and holds more than 40 US patents. These products have enabled a variety of applications from battlefield explosives detection, early cancer detection, and environmental studies from the depths of the oceans to the top of Mount Everest, and even on the moon and Mars. Jason is a proud knight, having earned his master's and his PhD in optical science and engineering from UCF. In 2012, Jason received the first Professional Achievement Award from the College of Optics and Photonics. He enjoys giving back to UCF by mentoring students and lecturing on campus, while also serving as a courtesy faculty member at Creole and on the College of Engineering and Computer Science Deans and Creole undergraduate advisory boards. In his free time, he likes to give back to his community as an advocate for autism-awareness and has served for 24 years as a reserve lieutenant and EMT with Orange County Fire Rescue. Please join me in welcoming an accomplished leader and entrepreneur and my good friend, Mr. Jason Eichenholz.
It seems like yesterday that I barely, and I mean barely, got to sit in the exact same seats you graduates are sitting in today. Never in a million years did I ever see myself delivering this commencement address. You see, I almost flunked out of this place. So after I got the call from Dr. Seymour to speak to you today, and getting over the shock, I did what any middle-aged executive would do. I called my mom. Thank you to all the parents here today, thank you. So, thank you to the Board of Trustees for forgetting that part of my career, and especially my friend, Interim President Seymour, for the incredible invitation to speak at now our alma mater. To the UCF class of 2019, you did it. You made it here. Today, you can call yourselves alumni of the greatest institution, which I believe is clearly the finest university in the state of Florida. Today, I'm going to share with you three things I wish I had known when I was sitting in the exact same seats you're sitting in right now. I've been to 3 graduations. I simply can't remember who the speakers were, much less what they had to say. So rather than boring you with a typical commencement address full of cliches and platitudes that we've come to expect on days like today, I'm going to share with you 3 directives. 3 directives I wish I had heard when I was sitting in the same seats you're sitting in today. It's taken me more than 30 years to figure these things out, and I'm hoping that you, if you listen a little bit, you can leverage these and have success much, much sooner. Number 1, surround yourself with people smarter than you. Number 2, I think you'll like this one, charge on. And number 3, find your mantra. After today, you start your journey, surround yourself with people smarter than you, people you can learn from. Seek out those people. Seek out their emotional intelligence, their wisdom, and their compassion. If you really really pay attention to them and listen to them, before you know it, you'll be living the game of life at a whole new level. Let me tell you a quick story about that night that I received the Professional Achievement Award from the College of Optics. Now, I was pretty proud. My parents were there. My friends, my PhD advisor, my classmates were all there too. It was the 25th anniversary of Creel, so it was a pretty fancy gala. And funny enough, it was in the lobby of this very building. At one point after the dinner, my boss leaned over, put his arm on my shoulder, and whispered in my ear. He told me how proud he was of me, how well I represented the company, and to savor this night because I'll remember this night for years to come. And then he looked me squarely in the eye, and he said, "Now, Jason," and his face got stoic. "Now, Jason, before your head gets too big, I just want to remind you, there are 3 Nobel Prize winners in the room." Wisdom like that is invaluable to keep you motivated and grounded at the exact same time. Charge on. To be really frank, I kind of find it ironic that I'm up here today, and so do some of them. As I said before, I flunked out of grad school here at UCF, and I did it epically. Here's what happened. So there's this exam called the qualifying exam. It's the culmination of years of studying, experience, classes. It's a comprehensive exam that makes or breaks a PhD student. I failed one section of it, and it wasn't pretty. I'd never experienced failure quite like that. Failure like that stung. It hurt. It knocked the wind out of me. And then you hear things in your head. I can't do this. Maybe I'm not smart enough. Or the worst, it's not fair. Now, I am by no means proud of this. I paid my penance. I took extra classes and then a few more, and I passed that exam. I share this vulnerable memory with all of you for you to learn from my mistakes. Because what I didn't understand at that time was how foundational character-building moments in your life are not born on days like today where we celebrate the wins. Our character is shaped and defined by overcoming adversity. Success in life is about just wanting to give up and go home. And yet somehow finding the persistence, the tenacity to, as we love to say here at UCF, charge on. Find your mantra. If you're lucky at some point in your life, you encounter something that resonates with you, you feel in your heart, and it becomes your mantra. I was fortunate that that came for me very early when lightning struck for me. It happened when I saw a quote from George Low. George Low ran the Apollo space program for NASA before becoming president of my undergraduate alma mater, Rensselaer Polytech. That quote was powerful. Why not change the world? This became the mantra for my life and my professional career. I believe there are 2 types of people in this world. People who consume and people who give their best selves to others. Find the mantra for you that ignites you and inspires you to give. 7 years ago, guided by decades of honing these 3 directives, I founded a company called Luminar. I had a vision of making autonomous vehicles safe and ubiquitous, and doing it from literally right here next to UCF, because that's where the smart people are. Today, we are on the precipice of the single largest transformation to transportation since the Model T. At Luminar, our amazing team is literally giving the industry the vision it needs so that it can safely operate autonomous vehicles. Now you know what I do. What most people don't know is the why. My son, Jonathan, has autism. I'm not sure he's ever going to get his driver's license. He will need safe and accessible transportation for his lifetime. This is a true need for us and for countless other families with special needs. This unmet need ignites me and fuels the fire of passion and persistence in my heart. I'd like to ask each of you graduating today to do one thing for me. I want you to take a moment right now, take a deep breath. Visualize this. You've got your diploma. You're home for the first time since graduating. Where are you going to hang it? Imagine the place your diploma will go. Each time you see it on the wall, you walk by it in its black and gold frame, I want you to remember these 5 words. Why not change the world? Why not change the world? Why not? Let's show the world what the best and brightest from UCF are capable of. Thank you. Congratulations again to my new fellow alumni, and go Knights.